Hello and welcome back to Old School Modeler. My name is Nick. So today is the final on the Mustang 60 group build. Today is April 17th, 2024. And this group build was hosted by Mike over at Scale Speedworks. So we all had to do a build of a Mustang, started or not. And I started with this kit, the 90 Mustang LX50 drag racer by Revell in 125th scale. And I wanted to build this kit and do a replica of a car that I remember seeing that a good friend of mine had when I was a kid, and that's this car right here. The Yep, it was a drag car he had, and I wanted to replicate it because it was such a good memory as a kid. Nostalgia more or less. So here it is. Here is Stone Blue. That was the name of the car that he had on it. He had Stone Blue on the windshield and the doors, and it was a stock suspension Fox body. It had the gutted interior. It had a three had the 302 in it, but it was carbureted. It didn't have the fuel injection on there. Pretty cool car. You can see I got the fake headlights on there. Try to replicate those as best as possible because it did have headlights in it before, but then he took them out and put those black covers on there, and took out the actual headlights, and he got a cowl hood for it. So I built this at what I remember as a kid up until the point he sold it. So it had the primer cowl hood, and then he had a fiberglass deck lid. It did have the metal deck lid on there, but I don't remember that. I remember the fiberglass one. And if you can kind of see in the photo right there, you can see it. So we'll let this spin around here, and we'll take a closer look. He had the Ford license plate on the back there. Now it doesn't have the right wheels on it. I can take these wheels off, and whenever I get the correct wheels, which is those are the Weld drag lights, and these are the Weld drag stars. So I kind of did the like overspray on the chassis. I don't know if that would have been correct or not. I don't know if the actual car was black underneath or what, but I did that. I had never done that before. I didn't do a very good job. It's a little too heavy here on the edge here, but and then I did the letters with the Molotow chrome pen. I first did it with a Sharpie. I should have just did it with the Molotow chrome pen. It doesn't look too good, in my opinion. This hood is very tight. There we go. It's just Tamiya primer. I got hood pin decals on there. You can see I put the carburetor on there. That carburetor, that's a 3D printed carburetor. I got that from Old Tom. And I wired it. This kit comes with the upper and lower radiator hose. I had to modify the belts because this kit comes with the stock belt, and it's supposed to be a drag car, and drag cars don't have smog pumps and whatever else. So I had to cut it down to where it just has the power steering pump and the alternator, and then running the water pump. So the power steering, water pump, and alternator, and then driving off the crank. Got the Ford decal in the front. You got the hood pins on the deck lid. Taillights. Taillights turned out pretty good. There's the interior. Now he told me that the steering wheel said boo, B-O-O, and he didn't understand why it said boo until one day he lost control of the car one time. That's kind of a funny story. There's a tack in there on dash. Not wanting to focus. Come on. One seat, there's no interior, it's just a bare floor. And then I smoothed out the door panels and stuff. Let's see if we can get a better shot here. Here, you can kind of see through the windshield. I sanded and filled and sanded and filled. I did more body work to those door panels than I did to the whole car. Got the rubber on the quarter panels. I did have to cut the third brake light out, and then the seatbelt retractors. I had to cut those out. You could still see the outline. I didn't fill those very good, but I was running out of time, so those skinny tires. Those are out of like an AMT kit. Those are a little skinnier than what came in the kit and what came in this kit. There was a piece of styrene shaving there, and then the seats blue and black. Now the actual car had one of them plastic buckets, plastic racing buckets, like the old school ones, and that's like a newer style, like a Kirky seat. So I painted that seat up like I said. This hood is a very tight fit. It wasn't like that when I There we go. So yeah, that is Stone Blue for the Mustang 60 group build. And you'll see pictures of this on Facebook and my Instagram and possibly TikTok if you have TikTok, or if you found my TikTok. So yeah, this was a fun build. I the door modifying the door panels was probably the hardest part of this whole thing, but the kit went together very well. It's a very nice kit. I want to build more. I want to build a stock LX. I want to build a SSP, and I want to build a full-on drag car with the race suspension and the the rear spoiler and all that stuff. So yeah, I thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Mike for hosting this group build. Happy birthday to the Mustang. Go ahead and give me a like, comment, subscribe. Do what you want. Build the model your way. Have a great night.